Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check 24. Check 24. 25. Check 24.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Bud Dupree with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, they were going to get excellent field position either way. They had pinned them deep, but that's even better.
So in other words, being comfortable with field position, that was going to be okay. But sometimes being greedy is the right way to go. And, boy, they take it all the way back, put it in the end zone. A great way to get started for them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Running with Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 9. It's a big play there for the Browns. 48 yards on the ground.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
On the carry.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Alvin Kamara, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. The linebacker Fred Warner right there on the coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, third and 10. The gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
That is 3 plays and out. It's fourth down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The throw over the middle taken in. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This duo locked in, 14 yards there and a 1st down
at the 9-yard line.
Seven, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Watch twist. Watch twist. 60 Bison.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Good. Makes the score Browns 14. Steelers.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 now. There's a party now. There's a party now.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brian Burns just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. A spin. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now, their last two drives both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Second and 9 now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot, and if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there, and sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
Here we go. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full streak. Kill. 70 Lion.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
The running back.
Rashad Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
The line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Number 40.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
55 is my dog, 55. Nice, sweetheart.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
Intercepted by the Steelers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? And after that touchdown, we are just a PAT away from a tie game. And I know everyone's going to look at it and go, guess what? Tie game, all even, They just scored. If they kick this extra point and tie it, they're going to feel like they're the ones that are in control.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, he saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Mike, 55. Mike, 55.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Now Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another 1st down.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
No. 55's Mike, guys, 55. 70 Rangers. They even let you play.
He'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
54's Mike, 54's Mike.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Check, 55.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On play action, they'll throw. That'll be caught by Cup. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And 10.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got this down to the 35.
That's good.
Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second and 11. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could. And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 16 yards, a first down.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout.
First down.
But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. And they give this time to the tailback. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 32-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. It's a gain of 35. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Another costly turnover, their second of this second half. And earlier when I asked you, maybe trite.